Hello. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the koala. Here are some interesting facts you may not have known. So if you're ready to get started, let's get to the video. Named after a native expression that means no drink, these majestic creatures are truly stunning. This, it is thought, results from koalas rarely drinking water and obtaining practically all of their moisture from the leaves they consume. Large eaters. As they get older, koalas can consume up to 1 kilogram of eucalyptus leaves per day. They choose just the healthiest and best-tasting leaves from the trees in their habitat since they are picky eaters as well. The extremely tough and lethal eucalyptus leaves. Koalas, who have a long digestive organ called a cecum that enables them to process the leaves without getting hurt, are fortunate to have this ability. Do you enjoy taking a nap? And our furry companions do too. Koalas don't have a lot of energy, so when they're not eating leaves, they like to take naps in the trees. They may sleep for up to 18 hours every day, believe it or not. Even though these lovely creatures are legally protected and are not considered an endangered species, their environment is in risk. Regrettably, homes built by people, drought, and bushfires have destroyed almost 80% of koala habitat. When referring to these cuddly creatures, the phrase koala bear may be used. They may have large, black noses and round ears that give them a bear-like appearance, but they actually resemble other marsupials like the wombat more. Koalas can be clearly differentiated by their huge smell gland on their breast. Mature male koalas are substantially larger than adult female koalas, with a broader face and noticeably larger black nose. Koala adult females have a comparatively unblemished white chest and a pouch that faces backwards to carry their offspring. While migrating from tree to tree, their young are shielded from harm by this style of pouch. This characteristic is shared with wombats, who use it to prevent their young from getting buried in dirt as they dig burrows. The hue of koala fur ranges from chocolate brown to silver gray. Males start mating when they are 3 to 4 years old. Females may breed and start mating when they are 2 years old. For the following 10 to 15 years, they typically give birth once a year. A female koala has a 35-day gestation period during which she gives birth to a single joey. While it is rare, female koalas are also capable of giving birth to twins. The birthing season typically lasts from November through February. Before making its debut appearance, the young remains inside the pouch for the following 6 months. The joey will then ride on its mother's back for 6 to 12 months. The young is weaned by the time it is 12 months old, and for the majority of the next year, it occupies a home range that also belongs to its mother. These juveniles disperse outside of their original home range between the ages of 2 and 3 in order to establish their own range, usually during the breeding season. Koalas typically live between 10 and 12 years in the wild. Males are believed to have a somewhat shorter lifetime than females, despite the fact that females can continue to mate into their teens and may live up to 18 years. Actually, starvation, which usually results from koalas losing their ability to chew, is the main cause of mortality. They sadly consume eucalyptus leaves as food, which is to blame. Even though their teeth were specifically developed to cope with robust eucalyptus fibers, they eventually wore down and broke off from the strain. The dental deterioration is visible in koalas as young as 6 years old and continues until the animal's teeth entirely disintegrate. Such toothless koalas eventually starve to death since they are unable to feed later. Koala males mark the area where they live. They can achieve this in 2 different ways. As a male koala rubs his chest on a tree, he releases his fragrance through a chest organ. This is a distinctive activity. Of course, the second approach is for a koala to urinate on the tree to designate it as his territory. Koalas have an AIDS-like disease. The koala retrovirus that causes it goes by the name koala immune deficiency disease, KIDS, KORV. KIDS has totally infected the northern koala populations and is quickly spreading to the southern population, despite the fact that its origin is currently unclear. one of the more alarming koala statistics for sure. Chlamydia in koalas is a serious issue. In reality, 100% of natural koala populations are infected. Antibiotics can be used to treat the bacterial infection, but doing so frequently stresses wild koalas and may have an impact on their gut flora. Moreover, some female koalas may become sterile due to chlamydia, endangering this already precarious species. Bushfires have always been a problem for koalas. Because to the hot, dry climate and the abundance of dry, dead plant life as fuel, bushfires are a fairly typical occurrence in the Australian outback. The flammability of eucalyptus oil, which is abundant in eucalyptus leaves and is harmful to koalas, makes the situation worse. Koalas are especially susceptible to the dangers of a bushfire since they frequently reside among the leaves and branches of eucalyptus trees. The fact that koalas typically do not flee from a blaze just makes the situation worse. Instead, they instinctively climb higher in the tree, where they either pass away from the smoke or when the fire causes the tree to fall. Koalas leave fingerprints. They actually have them exclusively in non-primate creatures, and each one is unique like us. They also have distinctive patterns on their noses, which aid wildlife researchers in recognizing and locating them. Koalas shouldn't be allowed to drink from bottles by tourists. Water sputtering into a koala's lungs from bottles could result in pneumonia. Instead, visitors should use bowls, cups, and other similar objects to offer water to koalas so they can drink it on their own. Certainly one of the koala facts to remember if you want to witness one for yourself. But now if you don't want to miss something, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.